Welcome back to statistics class. We are in the third chapter. We are in NCERT 11th standard statistics for economics subject. The third chapter belongs to organization of data. So in organization of data, what are the topics that we discussed till now? Introduction part is over. Raw data is over. Okay. Then classification of data is over. Different kinds of classification we have seen, we have discussed. Then
continuous and discrete
variables we have discussed. Okay, series.
Yes.
Frequency distribution, did we start?
No, sir.
No. Okay, right. What is a frequency distribution means? See, I will show you with an example. I will explain you with an example. See, this is the frequency distribution. Means how frequently the units have occurred in a class. See, this is in the previous classes we have seen these are 10th class marks of student mathematics marks of students.
Yes.
In 0 to 10 marks, how many students got this 0 to 10 marks? This frequency will tell you. Means 0 to 10, one student got. 10 to 20 marks, 8 students got. 20 to 30, 66 students got. So this is frequency distribution. How frequently a class is depicted, has occurred, that will be described by your frequency distribution. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So let us discuss what are the elements of a frequency table. See, in the previous classes I mentioned this is lower class
Yes,
limit 0. You can see it. Okay. Then this 10 is upper class limit.
Upper class.
Lower class, upper class. What is class mark? Have you got any idea? Yes.
No, sir.
I told in the previous classes this is mid value. According to your textbook, they gave it as class mark, mid value. Mid value means I explained, no? Lower limit plus upper limit by 2. Means 0 plus 10 by 2. It will give you 5. 10 by 2 is equal to 5. Let us take, for example, 40 plus 50 by 2. 90 by 2. Okay. 90 by 2. That is 45. Did you understand class mark?
Yes, sir.
Class mark is equal to mid value. Okay. Now you see. So this is what the frequency distribution shows you. How frequently the units have fallen in a class. This is class.
Yes, sir.
0 to 10 class. Okay. So lower limit is going to be there, upper limit is going to be there, frequency is going to be there. We will prepare this frequency distribution. Okay. Mid value is going to be there. And including all these things, we will prepare a frequency distribution for a given problem from the textbook. Okay. So you understood, no? See, normally in a there will be a dilemma how to prepare this. How many classes should be there? The number of classes, how to check, how to prepare. See, normally it is a common practice that the minimum should be 7. There is no hard and fast rule. But normally if you prepare minimum 7 classes, it will be nice. Maximum should be 16. Maximum classes should be 16. Okay. How to prepare, we will discuss with a problem. Okay. So these are the questions while preparing frequency distribution. Should we have equal or unequal sized class intervals? Means what do you mean by this? Means suppose this class is 0 to 10. This class is also 10 to 20. Means the difference between upper limit and lower limit is 10. Here also it is 10. 20 minus 10, 10. 60 minus 50, 10. Everywhere. So this is equal class intervals are there. Sometimes you will see problems like this 0 to 10, then 10 to 30. You will see like this. These are unequal class intervals. Okay. So equal intervals, whether we have to prepare in equal intervals or unequal intervals, we have to discuss. We have to check how many classes should we have. I told no, normally it is minimum 7 should be there, maximum 16 should be there. There is no hard and fast rule, but it will look nice. What should be the size of each class? So here the size of this class is 10, means upper limit minus lower limit is the size. Okay. Here also 40 minus 30 is the size of the class. How should we determine the class limits, upper limit, lower limit? How to determine? Okay. How should we get the frequency for each class? So this, how we will get? We will check. We will do a problem. Okay.
Yes.
So this is what frequency table implies. Okay. So you can see frequency distribution is a comprehensive way to classify raw data of a quantifiable variable, quantitative variable. So this marks is a quantifiable variable, quantitative variable. You can quantify, you can exactly measure, you can distribute in a table, you can show it in a tabular form. So I told no, there will be quantifiable, quantitative variables as well as qualitative variables. See, quality you cannot say in numbers. You can only say whether it is good, whether it is excellent, whether it is average, whether it is poor, or whether it is worse. That is a qualitative variable. Qualitative. Okay. Quantitative means your height, marks, weight, everything you can quantify. So quality means you are a good student. How much good? I cannot exactly point out. I cannot assign a number. Even if I assign, it is arbitrary only. It is not fixed. Okay. So these quantitative values fixing in a class, that will give you frequency distribution table. Did you understand frequency distribution table?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So all this I have explained. Continuous variable what, discrete variable what, I explained. See, continuous variable. See, here there is see, after 899, if the value is 899.5, you cannot take. If it is 899.25, you cannot show in a continuous variable. Okay, in a this one. Okay, then next. Similarly, adjustment in class interval. I told no. So how to adjust that one? In a previous class, I mentioned. What we will do? 1.5 from lower limit you have to minus. It will become 799.5. It will become 899.5. 0.5 you deduct from here. 0.5 you add to upper limit. Likewise, you can convert. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So similarly, so that is what it is given. Find the difference between the lower limit of the second class and the upper limit of the first class. Okay, 900. 899. 900 minus 899 is equal to 1. 1 by 2 is equal to 0.5. So subtract the value obtained from lower limits of all classes. 0.5 you are going to deduct from all lower classes. Okay. Then the same 0.5 you are going to add in the upper limit. Likewise, you can convert. Did you understand?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Then see, this is how you are going to, you have to prepare. These are tally marks. Okay. So class, observations, tally marks, frequency. Class mark means I told you mid value. 0 plus 10 by 2. 40 plus 50 by 2 will give you 45, like that. Okay, we will prepare this table. This is frequency table. How to prepare frequency table you can understand by this table. Okay, we will solve one problem. Okay, similarly, a loss of information. What is loss of information? I will explain you. See, suppose I will go back to one our previous table, frequency distribution table. See, here we have organized our data into a table. 800 to 899 income For how many employees it is there? For 50 employees,
50 employees.
800 to 899. But what is the names of the employees? What is the age of the employees? Exactly which employee has this income, we do not know. Only
Yes.
for our convenience, for our further calculation, for our further statistics, what we have done, we have put the entire information in a concise form, in a shortcut, in a tabular form.
Yes,
We have
sir.
prepared, but we cannot know exactly which employee has an income between 1100 to 1199 or from 1300 to 1399. We do not know. That is loss of information. Did you understand? We prepare frequency distribution table for further processing of the data, for further statistical application of the data.
Yes, sir.
Because of this adjustment, because of the preparation of the table, we are unable to find out which employee or which unit represents which value. We do not know. Only 100 employees are there between 900 to 999, but which 100 employees? That is loss of information. Did you understand?
Yes,
That
sir.
is what I mean by saying loss of information. So the classification of a data as a frequency distribution has an inherent shortcoming. Inherent means within that. Okay, it is implied. While it summarizes the raw data, making it concise and comprehensible, it does not show the details that are found in raw data. Okay, details we will miss. One person got between 0 to 10 marks. Who is that one person? We do not know. That is a loss of information. Okay, so there is a loss of information in classifying raw data. Through much is gained by summarizing it as a classified data. We can calculate mean, we can calculate median, we can calculate mode, we can do further statistics with the help of table. But we will lose some information. Which student got how many marks? We do not know.
How many marks?
Okay, so that is the loss of information. Okay, frequency distribution with unequal classes. See, I told no, unequal classes means you can say 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40. Here it is 40 to 45. Here the difference between upper limit and lower limit is 10. Here also 10, here also 10, here also 10, but here it is 5. Okay. Can we convert it into equal intervals? Can we do it?
Sir?
Can we convert it into equal intervals classes?
Yes, sir. By adding 5 or deducting 5.
No, not like that. Not, what we should do is, see, this class will remain 0 to 10. This is 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50 we will make it.
Yes, sir.
40 to 50. What we should do is, here also, these two classes frequencies you should add. 12 plus 7, 19 you should take. Did you understand?
Yes,
These
sir.
two classes, lower limits, upper limits, we have adjusted. Class limit, we made it to 10, so that equal class intervals will be there. For our further statistics, it is better to have equal intervals. So
yes,
here we have adjusted. Similarly, frequencies also we have to add. 12 plus 7, 19 you should take now. Okay. Similarly, so 40 to 50 is over. Then 50 to 55. See, you will make it as 50 to 60 this class.
Yes, sir.
And you will add, sorry, this is 12 plus 9, no? Sorry, just a minute. So 40 to 50 class is 12 plus 9, that is 21.
20.
50 to 60 you check, it is 7 plus 16, it's 23. You will adjust like this.
Yes.
Okay, then 60 to 70. What you will do? 10 plus 9, it will become 19.
19.
The remaining one same, 70 to 86, 80 to 95, 90 to 104. So
yes,
whenever unequal intervals are there, it is better to convert them into equal interval tables.
Equal. Yes.
Okay. For our calculation of mean or mode or median or further statistical process, it is advisable to follow a uniform class intervals. Uniformity should be there. It will look nice.
Yes, sir.
If different class intervals are there, if different classes are prepared in a table, that will not look nice. Okay. Then, so frequency array. What is the frequency array? See, you can check here. See, exactly one. For how many households it is there? Size of household means in a family only one member is there. In how many houses you found that? In 5 houses. In exactly 35 families you found 4 members in a family. In exactly 2 families you have found 8 members in a family. This is the size of the household. Means the number of family members. Did you understand? Yes. So this data is known as frequency array. Frequency array you will find for this kind of data. See, for a discrete variable, so these are all discrete variables. Means exactly you can say there is no points are not going to be there. Exactly 1. How many are there? 5. Exactly 4. 35 are there. Exactly 7. 3 are there. Likewise, 3 families are there. Likewise. So yes, for a discrete variable, this is frequency. Fixing of a frequency for a discrete variable is known as, that frequency table is known as frequency array. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that is what it is described. For a discrete variable, the classification of its data is known as a frequency array. Okay. For a continuous variable, you cannot do like this. Frequency array, you cannot prepare for this. Yes. Okay. You do not know exactly what value represents 1. What value represents 12 students, you do not know. You can only say that from 45 to 50 marks, 12 students got. But exactly you cannot tell. So that is a frequency arrays you cannot prepare for this. Did you understand? Only for discrete series you can find out frequency arrays. You can fix the frequency arrays. So that is why for a discrete variable, the classification of its data is known as frequency array. So that is what it implies. Okay. So similarly, bivariate distribution is there. See, this is bivariate distribution. What do you mean by bivariate? Bi means always 2. Okay. Tri means 3. Tri means 3. Triangle is there, no? Likewise. See, bivariate means 2 variables you are showing this side also. You can check. See, bivariate frequency distribution of sales in lakh rupees. See, what is this in 1,000, and advertisement expenditure in 1,000 rupees of 20 firms. See, 20 firms are given whose advertisement expenditure is shown in the tabular form. See, this side, one side we found advertisement expenditure, and another side we have found sales. What is the impact of advertisement expenditure on the sales? Whether because of advertisement expenditure increase, whether there is any increase in the sales or not, you can identify with the table like this. Did you understand? 2 variables you are showing in a single table. Advertisement expenditure is one variable. Sales, distribution of sales in lakh rupees, in lakhs of rupees is another variable. 2 in rows you are showing one variable, in columns you are showing another variable. So this is known as bivariate frequency distribution. Did you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Now come to, okay, see, frequency distribution of 2 variables is known as univariate, bivariate, multivariate.
Bivariate.
Right, very good. Then the class midpoint is equal to, yes, which one is correct?
The average of upper class limit.
Very good. The average of upper class limit and lower class limit. That is midpoint. But there he has mentioned it as, what is the value he has mentioned? Class it mentioned. What is it? What is the word that is given? Class mark. He mentioned it as class mark. But in multiple choice questions, he has given it as midpoint, mid value. I mentioned it mid value, no? Mid value, midpoint, it is also known as. Okay. Statistical calculations in classified data are based on, yes, are based on what? Statistical calculations in classified data are
Actual
based
values of
very good.
observation.
Actual values of observations. Very good. Range is the
Difference between the largest and the smallest observation.
very good.
Yes.
Okay, right. Can there be any advantage in classifying things? Explain with an example from your daily life. Yes, did you classify things at all in your life till now? Your practical experience? You did not classify anything till now? Yes.
Time for studying.
Okay. See, in your rack, in the bookshelf, textbooks you will keep one side, notes you will keep one side,
Yes.
language books you will keep one side, the core subject books you will prepare another side. You will make it look like that. That is classification. Okay. Similarly, if you go to a supermarket, you will purchase all items. So after coming home, those which are needed in kitchen, you will put separately. You will make it separate. Those which you use in other than kitchen, you will separate and you will put in other shelves. Like that, that is classification. Okay. What is a variable? Distinguish between discrete and continuous variable. Okay. What is exclusive? Inclusive method used in classification of data. I told you what is exclusive and inclusive. 0 to 10, 10 to 20, like this you will classify data. And similarly 0 to 9 and 10 to 19, likewise you will classify. One is exclusive and another one is inclusive. Okay.
Yes.
Right. So this problem we will do. Use the data in table 3.2 that relate to monthly household expenditure on food of 50 households and obtain the range of monthly household expenditure on food. Okay. So this fifth problem we will do. This is in page number. What is that page number? 38. Use the data in table number 3.2. You go back to 3.2. Table number 3.2. Where is it? So this is the data, no? 3.2 data. This is in page number 24. Okay.
Yes.
So what I will do is, are you able to see this white paper?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the table number 3.2. Okay. First one, solution we will do. Solution. Is it visible or shall I increase the size, font size?
No, sir.
It is visible.
It's visible.
Okay. First one, range. First question that is asked is range. Range is equal to what is that? Maximum value minus minimum value.
Yes, sir.
That is equal to what is the maximum value? You identify and tell me. What is the maximum value? Here it is 3,473. So more than 4,000 is there, 4,439. More than 5,000 is there, 5,090. Then again, so 5,090 is the maximum value. Am I correct? You check any other value, whether any number is more than 5,090 is there. You check it and tell me.
No.
So 5,090 is the maximum value.
Yes.
Okay. Then what is the minimum value? Less than 1,000, any number is there? Less than 1,000, no number is there. So 11,000 to 1,100, any number is there? You check. 10 with 1,007 is there.
Yes. Sir.
Okay, 1,085 is there, but it is more than 1,007. So 1,007 is the minimum value it appears. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
So minimum value is 1,007. Okay. So what is the maximum value? 5,090.
509.
Minus 1,007. That is, what is the answer now? 5,090 minus 1,007.
4083.
4083. Is it correct? So 4083 is the correct answer for first one. You understood now?
Yes, sir. Understood.
This is what you mean by saying range. Second question. What is the second question? Divide the range into appropriate number of class intervals and obtain the frequency distribution of expenditure. We have to prepare the table, frequency distribution table. He is asking us to prepare. Okay. So see, our range is equal to 4083. Means
Yes.
maximum number of classes. See, what I will do is simply we will start with our class like this. We will prepare. Means 1,000 is 1,000 to 2,000 one class we will prepare. Then 2,000 to 3,000, 3,000 to 4,000, 4,000 to 5,000, 5,000 to 600 we will prepare. Okay. For our,
Yes.
for our easy understanding, I am saying, actually I mentioned 7 should be there. There is no hard and fast rule. We can divide according to our convenience. Okay. So 1,000 to 2,000 I will take one class. I will start like that. So frequency distribution. How to prepare, I will tell. Insert, table is required. Table 1. Class should be there. Then tally marks, frequency distribution. Then we will find what is that mid value also we will find. Okay. I will do like this. First one is our heading class. Okay. Tally marks should be there. Then frequency. Then midpoint. Like this we will prepare. Yes, are you following? Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Right. So we will start with 1,000 to 2,000. Then 2,000 to 3,000. 3,000 to 4,000. 4,000 to 5,000. More than 5,000 is there, no maximum value. So 5,000 to 6,000 should be there. So minimum value, maximum value, both should be included. That is why minimum value is above 1,000. So that is why we have started our lower class, starting lower class with 1,000. So maximum value is above 5,000. So up to 6,000 we have taken, that is right. Okay. Now you see value serially 1904. In which class it will come? 1904 is between which two values we have to put tally mark. So it is between 1000 and 2000.
First 5.
Okay. So first class, here you have to put 1 mark. What I will do is I will write like this. This is tally mark. You have to put one line, small line in that tally marks. Okay. What is the second value? Second value is 1559. So 1559 will be between again 1000 and 2000 only. So again I am trying another. So in tally marks, you have to check. Okay. Minimum value started with above 1000. So that is why starting classes lower limit we have taken as 1000. And the maximum value is above 5000. So from 5000 to 6000 maximum value we have taken. Like this, you have to arrange your classes. Okay. Now come to serially, you have to check the number, and between which two numbers it will fall, you have to put a tally mark in that class. Okay. So what is the first value? What is the first value? Yes, Shivani. What is the first value?